Afternoon, everybody. I just had to set the truck up to take some photos of the camping setup for one of the Unimog pages. So I thought I'd finally do a bit of a rig rundown as a separate video, because I've not done it on this truck before. So here we go. So not quite sure where to start, but tyres, that seem to be a big thing. 395 85 20s, beautiful. Truck sits on sort of 95 kilometers an hour now. Now the main difference from mine to everybody else's is, if you notice, I've cut the tonneau down. Well, not the tonneau, the bows and everything. Cut them down 300 mil so that now my canvas is pretty much level with the roof. I did that more for clearance wise. I enjoy doing the harder tracks, and me and the missus, we're both short asses, so we don't get me wrong, we can't stand in the back, but it's still usable. So from the outside, you know, it looks pretty stock. Big tires. The only difference here, that's a Julka hot water service in there. Water tap here. There's a 220 litre water tank in there under the bed, which you'll sort of get a rundown in a minute. Move the jerry cans to there, they're normally at the back. I've made this toolbox, again, just tools. Yeah, I know, I understand everybody else's comes sort of right down here and then tapers up. Again, I did that for a clearance issue. I don't want to be bashing, I don't want to be dragging the toolboxes through all the tracks, hence why they're actually sort of narrower, smaller. You know, they fit in there nicely. So rear winch, Runva 20,000, thanks to the boys at Adrenaline Off-Road. Winch mount is my own, made that up. It actually sits the winch a lot higher than what everybody else's does as well, but there's no real advantage to that. But so yeah, that's it. So we'll come around this side. You can't really see up there because it's sides down, but another toolbox identical to the other side, except this one is narrower this way because I've still got the axe and the shovel in here. All right, so we're going to quickly skip all this bit just because we'll go back around to the front, just so you get. So I've got a 25,000 pound Runva on the front, again Adrenaline Off-Road, with my own front winch mount. Now this is a big debate, these elephant ears, but my front winch plate, technically, I mean, these ears aren't illegal anyway, but that's a whole different debate. The ears are only 150 mil back from here, forward from here, so technically this winch plate made them legal. But as I said, that's a whole different debate for the whole wannabes. All right, in here, nothing, excuse the socks, I think I should have cleaned that out first. Nothing out of the ordinary. Fridge in the center console, Ford Ranger seat here for the bit more comfort, and just carpeted and insulated, which is well worth the issue. My own 3D printed, which you can get through my Instagram. Same with the winch mounts, by the way. 3D printed cup holders, and that's about. I'm a very minimalistic guy, hate clutter, and just a King's 14, can't remember now, litre fridge. Perfect just to keep some drinks while we're cruising along. All right, now the nitty gritty, the camping setup. So from the outside, we've got a D&D tarps, 3.5 by 3.5 meter tarp, very lightweight tarp. It's actually when I used to use a hammock when I was doing my adventure riding. So 3 poles, comes all the way back there. Now see these little carabiners? It is just tied up with carabiners off the frame, so then I can just roll it. I just roll it up and tuck it in there, and it stays connected the whole time. So it works perfect. And if it's raining, then I just flip the actual factory canvas back over it, which comes to sort of about here, and then just another pole and tie it off, and then the water just runs off. So it's extremely, even in heavy rain, no water goes inside. All right, kitchen. You've probably all seen videos of this elsewhere before, but the coffee machine, induction cooktop, pie warmer, pantry, and it all just folds away neatly. Put the phone in there for the minute. So all just folds away, tucks in just like that. It's no lower than the spare tyre, no lower than the mud guards. The spare tyre actually protects it a bit. And yes, we've submerged it, dusty roads, and as you can see, it's still clean inside. Those that saw my video on the Turon River, I actually had the water up to about here at the back, on the back corner, so it was well up from there and didn't do anything. Alright, stairs. These seem to be one of the go-to steps by Torque Lift. So they're just mounted to the side, so they fold up with the tailgate, no big deal. Alright, let's have a look inside. I don't know how well the camera's going to work in here. So we have queen size bed, or it's bigger than a queen size bed there. 3000 watt inverter there, so it runs a coffee machine and all that. Storage box there. Under here we have their 900 deep drawers, so we can fit a fair bit of shite in all of those. That one there, spares some tools, and then all the way down to food, cooking equipment, all that sort of shit. Alright, so under that end of the bed up to about here is where the 240 litre water tank is, underneath the mattress. And then that end underneath the box is 400 amp hours of batteries, run by a Red Arc 50 amp charger. And yes, that's a King's inverter, but hasn't let us down. So we charge a drone, run the coffee machine, the induction cooktop, all seems to work well. Alright, so the other, see, I can sit in here comfortably, can't stand. Joys have been a short ass, but that is what it is. You can't have everything. We've sacrificed a bit of roof height for knowing that we can get down a lot more tracks. Alright, so there we go. We've got a 95 litre dual zone fridge, which has been unreal. I was running, if you looked in previous videos, 2 ARB fridges, but they were best part of 15, 20 years old. So eventually they gave up the ghost. So, 95 litre dual zone fridge. We've got a little diesel heater tucked away in there for when it's really cold. A toilet for so the missus don't have to climb out in the middle of the night. 20 litres of drinking water, fire pit, table, and these Wanderer chairs we use. And there's a shower tent that goes with the Julka hot water service. We take these chairs if we're going on a longer trip, or as you can see out there, the little Kilos chair and table just for day trips and that, because it's easier to use them. So hopefully that gives you guys a better rundown. Any questions, feel free to message or ask on the video, comment below. But yeah, that is our setup, and we've been away for 5-6 days at a time, and you know, not had a problem. The Julka uses about 5 litres of water per shower. If you wet yourself, turn it off, soap yourself, and then just wash yourself off. So there we go, people. That is the first sort of walk around video. The only mods really left that I want to do is put aircon in the cab. The rest of it, we've been pretty lucky. We've got a little Mozzie zapper that goes in the back. We are going to work out some way of putting a fly screen. But we've done Fraser, we've done the Brindabellas, we've done Safala, Hill End, Stockton, the Wadigans, and not had issues with Mozzies so far, touch wood. We're doing a 4-week trip through the Brindabellas, up to Mount Dare, and then back through the desert. So we will want to work out some sort of fly screen setup for that. But yeah, we'll do more of these walkthrough videos as we change it up a bit, but honestly there's not a whole lot I want to change at this point in time. I am toying with the idea of making a pop top harder camper back for later down the track, but at this point, especially if you guys watch my videos, I don't mind mixing it up. So that's how it is for now. Anyway, hope that was helpful. As I said, any questions, hit me up in the comments.